Hi, I'm Paul LeBlanc, president of Southern New Hampshire University, but you probably could have guessed that from this getup I'm wearing today. But it's a special day. It's the day in which I get to welcome you to the Spring Commencement Virtual Ceremony. I'm doing so from the campus in our Green Center for Student Success. It's a wonderful building. It's one of the 4 original buildings on campus. When we came here in 1968, we've been around since 1932, but we finally had our own campus. And what I love about this building is not only this beautiful renovation that's occurred, but the fact that it houses so many of the offices that support our students and lead to their well-being, their flourishing, and helps them get to the finish line. So these are offices like our International Student Success Office, our Veterans Lounge, our Women's Center, our Diversity Office, Academic Advising, Res Life, and all of that adds up to this incredible commitment by our faculty and staff to all of our students, whether they're here on campus or whether they join us online or from one of our remote sites around the globe. Why are we here? Commencement, the day of celebration. And this is one that's pretty poignant for me. This is my last. I've been here 21 years. My first graduation was in 2003, and that year we had 1,803 graduates, one ceremony. This year, we have 16,000 graduates. We will have 4 ceremonies here in Manchester. We'll do 7 more virtually. It's an amazing celebration of success from all of you. While our earlier graduations were a lot smaller, some things remain true. Our students then and our students today, they have enormous resolve. They're gritty, they persevere, they can do this hard work of juggling busy lives, often with children, full-time jobs, sometimes in the military, and also studying and being a student and getting across that finish line. They do so with incredible smarts. So I've been incredibly proud to be your president these last 21 years. It's been the honor of a lifetime. I want to thank you for that. And now we want to get these ceremonies started. Let us begin.
Hi, and welcome.
Congratulations, we've done it.
Breathe in the sweet smell of success, because we did it.
We did what we had to do to cross that finish line, and dang does it feel good.
Despite various struggles we faced mentally, physically, or academically, we charged forward.
Your path may have been like mine, or different, but no matter what you sacrificed, you made it.
Why SNHU? It is a question we have all pondered at one point or another as we are closing this chapter of obtaining something that was once a distant dream.
Throughout our time at SNHU, we've formed bonds that transcend boundaries of geography, culture, and background. I've been inspired by the diverse ideas, the supportive community, and the relentless pursuit of excellence that defines SNHU.
It wasn't just about the knowledge gained. It was about the newfound confidence, the resilience I discovered within myself.
I learned invaluable qualities about myself, such as my level of tenacity and perseverance.
Embrace what makes you special and wear it fearlessly as you enter whatever comes next.
Fear is a choice. Just because we feel it does not mean we have to choose it.
Go for that next degree. Go for that job that you're not qualified for.
There may be challenges that you come across in life, but all you have to do is learn to adapt or a way that works best for you and you can accomplish it.
We have all been granted an amazing opportunity to use our education to change the world.
Let our collective experiences, challenges, and triumphs inspire us to approach the future with creativity, adaptability, and a relentless pursuit of excellence.
My advice for my fellow graduates is to forever persevere.
You don't ever have to stop. Never stop dreaming. Never stop reaching for the stars.
And wield the wealth of knowledge, the breadth of skills, and the depth of our abilities to achieve greatness in all our endeavors.
Approach your future goals with the determination and consistency you did in pursuing your degree, and there is no limit to what your future holds.
Way to go, class of 2024.
Our future is bright, and our journey is just beginning.
would the faculty and graduates of SNHU's education programs please rise if you are able. President LeBlanc, distinguished guests, faculty and administration, families, colleagues, and friends. I am pleased to introduce the newest graduates of Southern New Hampshire University's education programs. Our graduates will be entering a more complex, dynamic, interconnecting, and demanding pre-K through 12th grade and higher education learning environments. Through their studies and experiences at SNHU, they are prepared to excel professionally, ready to address the diversified and ever-increasing globalized learning community needs, and as professionals and future leaders in education. These graduates will be ambassadors of knowledge and advocates for equitable learning, igniting the flames of curiosity, nurturing creativity, and instilling a lifelong love for learning in their students. I would like to thank the many faculty, deans, and staff, and advisors who have contributed to our graduates' successful completion of this phase of their academic journey. Congratulations to the newest SNHU graduates of education programs. Be seated.
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Carol Boscheman, Executive Director of Liberal Arts Programs here at SNHU. Would the faculty and graduates of Southern New Hampshire University's Liberal Arts Programs please rise if you are able? Oh, no, stay up. President LeBlanc, distinguished guests, faculty, staff and administration, families and friends. It is my honor to present the students who represent the graduates of Southern New Hampshire University's liberal arts programs. The Liberal Arts Department embraces both passion and practicality within our many diverse programs, such as communication, creative writing, digital photography, English, graphic design, history, liberal arts, and general studies. Our mission is to guide our students' exploration of the human experience to enrich their journeys as dynamic global citizens. We cultivate a passionate community that practices respect, collaboration, creativity, leadership, empathy, self-reflection, problem-solving, and flexible and adaptive communication. Liberal arts students learn to question assumptions in the search for truth, while they imagine and work to bring about a better future in their local and global communities. Let me take a moment to thank the many faculty, staff, deans, advisors who have contributed to the success of these learners. And to the students graduating with a program from the liberal arts program areas, we thank you and we congratulate each and every one of you on your success. Please be seated.
Good morning, graduates. You look marvelous. I'm Lisa Marsh Ryerson, University Provost at SNHU, and it is my true honor and great pleasure to welcome all of the families, friends, faculty, staff, and of course our graduates who are with us here today or watching via live stream. We are thrilled to be celebrating the Southern New Hampshire University class of 2024. And now, if you're able, I'd ask that you would please rise for the singing of our national anthem, sung this morning by one of this morning's graduates, Myrna Pierre.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave, the
Myrna, thank you. Wow, what a way to begin our commencement exercises. This year, we have graduates from all 50 states and U.S. territories, from 49 countries and a wide range of cultures and faith traditions. And our ceremony takes place on the ancestral lands of the Abenaki Nation, in a city, Manchester, built on the backs of immigrants and working people. So now let's take a moment together in silence, whether in simple contemplation or prayer. Remember that our success has its roots with those who came before us, including loved ones no longer with us. Let them always be present in our hearts. Thank you. And now to get us started, it's my great honor to introduce our platform party. I'll ask you to stand when I read your name or your group, and please remain standing throughout the introductions. Leading this morning's procession was our mace bearer, Dr. Anthony Siciliano. And representatives from the SNHU Board of Trustees, Rick Banks and Luis Lopez. Representatives from the academic and executive leadership teams of the university, our alumni speaker, and our student speaker. We are honored that you're all with us this morning. Please be seated. It's always a great pleasure to acknowledge and thank our longtime closed caption provider, Deborah Knapp, and our amazing sign language interpreters, Heather Geiser and Kristen Chenoweth-Curdy. And finally, it is an extraordinary honor for me to introduce to you the president of Southern New Hampshire University, Dr. Paul J. LeBlanc. And before I invite you to join me at the podium, I want to take a few moments to recognize Paul. As many of you know, In December, Paul announced that he would be stepping down from his role as president at Southern New Hampshire University, and the ceremonies this weekend will be his last. Paul has been our president at Southern New Hampshire University for 21 incredible years. And under Paul's leadership, SNHU has transformed from a small regional university to an internationally known leader in higher education, having grown from 2,500 students to more than 250,000 learners today. And like many of us in this room, Paul is a first-generation college graduate. He immigrated to the United States from Canada when he was 3 years old. His parents, both of whom had 8th grade educations, worked tirelessly to care for the family. The youngest of 5 children, Paul was the first person in his extended family to attend and graduate college. This experience fueled his vision, his passion, his drive to make higher education more affordable, more accessible, and higher quality for all learners. And in the 21 years that Paul has been our president, more than 200,000 students have earned their SNHU degrees. At SNHU, we are proud of each and every one of you, of all students we serve. And we often talk about the importance of the ripple effects of earning a college degree. Paul, your leadership, your commitment, your passion for accessible, affordable, high-quality higher education has caused far more than ripples. Our president, Paul, has inspired and led waves of impact and changed the lives of thousands of people around the world. So to honor you and continue Paul's great work, I am proud to share with you this morning that we have established the Paul J. LeBlanc Scholarship to help first-generation students achieve their dreams. And as President LeBlanc embarks on his next journey, which we all can't wait to hear more about, we know it will be incredible. I know that on behalf, Paul, of the entire SNHU community, we extend our deepest gratitude for your leadership, your inspiration, your love, and unwavering commitment to our learners. Now, please join me in recognizing and welcoming President Paul J. LeBlanc.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I love you too. And I promise that I'm going to hold it together till the end of the day today. So forgive me. This is how special you are. I wore my favorite Air Force Ones. The fancy ones with the initials PL on them. Also, guys, there's a lot of you, and I'm going to be standing for a long time handing diplomas. It's the best part of the day. I want to at least acknowledge our sign interpreters, and I love Heather and Kristen, and we've worked together for a long time, and they gave me permission to do this, but I'm a lover of language. I'm an ardent defender of the Oxford comma. I actually think you should never end a sentence with a preposition. And I think sign language is the most beautiful form of communication. So if you watch the screen, and those of you who can't see, turn and watch. We're going to demonstrate just how beautiful this language is. When the most handsome and smart group of graduates in America sit here today, all across the universe, stars go flying across the sky, elephants raise their trunks in song. Raise their trunks in song. Monkeys in the jungle flap their arms in happiness and joy. and whales, leap out of the water, and turn somersaults in celebration of our graduates. Is that beautiful? That is a beautiful language. So I got to meet some of you beforehand as I was wandering around, and I've been thinking that if you'll have me, I'm going to claim to be graduating from SNHU today after 21 years. And I said, how long has it taken you? And so like, it took me 30. It's like, it took me 22. I was like, okay, you got me beat. I have it, all right. But we all took our journey, and this has been an incredible place. The medallion would have given it away that I'm the president, and I always joked that I would know when my time had come because all the names of my predecessors are on the back with their dates, and mine's on there now. It's like, I guess I can't change my mind. I'm leaving. Do you know who the next president is? It's Lisa Ryerson, our provost. And Lisa is a friend of 27 years, an experienced college president. She headed the AARP Foundation. She was on our board. She's been our provost for 2 years. And she absolutely shares an unwavering faith in our mission, our values, our people, our students. She never, ever, ever gives up on people. And she will be an amazing leader at this institution, and I am looking forward to cheering her on. Graduations are happening all over the country. Those are often fraught right now. I've been watching the news. This graduation is amazing to me, and it is every year, because when I look out on this audience, I see America at its best. I see every race, every faith tradition, every political belief. I see veterans, I see mothers and fathers and grandparents. I see people who have never given up. I know people in this audience who did time and came out and proved that you can redeem yourself, that there is such a thing as redemption in America. Every version of grit and resilience is on display here. And I walked around, as I said earlier, and I'm gonna be a grandfather for the first time next month, my wife and I. So I can't resist a baby right now, so I've been holding babies at all these graduation ceremonies. But when I hold someone's baby for a moment, I think the world begins anew. With every new child, the world begins anew in terms of possibility. And all of you who are sitting here, in fact, wave your arms if you have kids. If you're graduating today, look at that. I mean, look around, right? What you are doing for your children today is so important. Not just in terms of the opportunities that start to open up for you with your degree, but for the role model that you become. That they look and say, my mom, my dad is a college graduate. The power of that is amazing. So we applaud and celebrate your accomplishment. And I was thinking about graduations, I started to say, and I've told this story from time to time. We used to have a branch campus in Brunswick, Maine. And on the highway, there was a sign that said, Bowdoin College, Southern New Hampshire University. And the trustees at Bowdoin, which is a wonderful little university, it's very wealthy, very selective, pretty pampered. The trustees came in and said, why are we on a sign with this place called Southern New Hampshire University? And they started politicking to separate the sign. And I really got a little prickly about the whole thing. I was like, what do they think they are? Like, they're not deserving to be, like, we don't deserve to be on the sign with you all? And then I was thinking about it. You know, the average SNU student, before a Bowdoin student even gets up, has sent their kids to school, packed lunches, got the house back in order, got to work, and they've been at their desk as that Bowdoin student's wandering across campus to get that late brunch or breakfast before class. The average SNU student who's serving has done more in a day than some of those students do in a semester. There are wonderful students at Bowdoin, for sure, but I would not trade an SNHU student for a student at any other university in America this morning. You are the best. Then I will finish with a couple of things. Before I want to talk a little bit about the examples of people in this room, because I've been talking about myself and I apologize. I need to talk about Jeffrey. Jeffrey's in the audience, in the graduates today. He's an Air Force veteran. He's a great-grandfather, graduating today with a degree that is 45 years in the making. He took his first college course in 1980. And he struggled with academics, well, many of us do, put his study on hold for a lot of years, and then to fulfill that dream, he enrolled with SNHU, Today, he earns his BS in Business Administration at age 64 with a 3.8 GPA. Jeffrey Smart. There's Paloma. Paloma came to us through our partnership with Walmart. For half a year, Paloma faced challenges with basic needs. Paloma lived in her car. She often slept in the Walmart parking lot. And to create a better life for herself, she worked 3 jobs while studying here at SNHU. Today, she earns her BS in computer science. And she goes from working in clothing to working in computer networks as a network architect. Pretty amazing. Pedro, another Walmart student who immigrated to the US from Cape Verde at age 18. In just 5 years, he made that move, he learned English, and he earns his BS in Business Administration today. Amazing, just 5 years, all of that. And then there's Bobby. I'll finish with Bobby, a Marine, a father, a musician in the 116th Army National Guard Band. Bobby enrolled with us after his wife encouraged him to pick his education back up. And he completed a journey today that's been 25 years in the making. Throughout the years, he worked on his SNHU studies during downtime, in the service, after work, at his daughter's dance competitions, even on family vacations. Bobby shared with us that on a recent family trip to Disney, while waiting in line for 147 minutes for Big Thunder Mountain, he managed to write a discussion board post and respond to 2 classmates before it was time to get on the roller coaster. Hey, Bobby, you know what you're not going to do tonight at 5 minutes of midnight? You're not hitting the send button on your last assignment, buddy. Remarkable. Now, I will finish by, I need to take 1 minute because in so many of the conversations as you all were coming in, I heard about advisors. I heard about financial aid specialists. I heard about admissions counselors who you stayed in touch with even after they were no longer you're in the missions process. And story after story, and I heard about faculty who rescued, who came to help you when you were struggling with something. Story after story after story, I am reminded that I get to work with some of the best human beings in higher education. This staff, this faculty runs through walls for our students. And I want to take a minute to recognize them and applaud them. I'm so honored to have them as my colleagues. They're a remarkable group. At each of our ceremonies, a student speaker is chosen through a selection process led by a university committee. We have 5,000 graduates participating in our virtual ceremonies this spring, and we're pleased to have our chosen speaker, Owen Adams from Sacramento, California. Owen is a U.S. Army veteran that hit a rough patch, and he was incarcerated for 10 years. But during that time, he fell in love with psychology and acquired 3 associate's degrees. When he was released, he came to SNHU to continue his education to help others with their battle with addiction. Today, he graduates with his Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, summa cum laude. We are so proud that Owen is part of our SNHU community. Please welcome Owen Adams.
Welcome, President LeBlanc, Board of Trustees, esteemed faculty, staff, proud family members, friends, and my fellow SNHU graduates. Today we gather to celebrate not just the culmination of years of hard work, but the triumph of the human spirit over adversity. Each of us has had a unique journey that has led us to this moment, but what unites us all is our unwavering determination to reach this milestone despite the obstacles we have faced. As a formerly incarcerated individual myself, I stand before you as living proof that no challenge is insurmountable with perseverance and the power of education. Southern New Hampshire University has provided us with more than just a degree. It has given us the tools to rewrite our stories and redefine our futures. For some of us, higher education has been a beacon of hope in the darkest of times, offering a path to redemption and a chance to break free from the shackles of our past. It has taught us that our worth is not defined by our mistakes, but by our resilience and our commitment to self-improvement. As we stand on the precipice of new beginnings, let us never forget the value of our education and the opportunities it affords us. It is a privilege denied to many, and we must honor it by striving for excellence in all aspects of our lives. Let us be guided by the knowledge that our potential is limitless and that with the dedication and hard work, we can achieve anything we set our minds to. But our journey does not end here. As we venture forth into the world, we must remember those who are still struggling, those who may feel trapped in the darkness of their circumstances. We must be the light that guides them, offering support, encouragement, and empathy. We must use our education not only to better our own lives, but to uplift others and create positive change in our communities. And so, as we embark on this new chapter, let us never lose sight of our dreams. Let us embrace the challenges that lie ahead with courage and determination. Let us continue to push the boundaries of what is possible and to strive for greatness in everything we do. And let us always remember that no matter how difficult the road may seem, we are never alone. We are a testament to the power of the human spirit, and together we can illuminate even the darkest corners of the world. Congratulations, class of 2024. The future is bright, and it is ours for the taking.
Okay, there's one last piece we have to do. Provost Ryerson will join me. We have to read some legal language. My first year, I forgot. There's a whole class of people who don't really actually have their degrees, but they think they do. I don't want that happening to you. So Lisa, take it away.
Will the recipients of associate's, bachelor's, and master's degrees please rise? President LeBlanc, the candidates standing before you have successfully completed the course of studies prescribed by the faculty of Southern New Hampshire University and have fulfilled all requirements for their chosen curricula.
Now the legal language. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Southern New Hampshire University and by the General Court of the State of New Hampshire, I hereby confer the degrees of International Master of Business Administration, Master of Arts, Master of Business Administration, Master of Education, Master of Fine Arts, Master of Science in Nursing, Master of Public Health, Master of Science, Bachelor of Applied Science, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Business Administration, and Bachelor of Science, Associate of Applied Science, Associate in Arts, and Associate in Science. Oof. With all rights, honors, and privileges thereto. Congratulations, graduates. Please be seated. We will get this party started.
Maria Tatiana Lekskoski, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Anthony LaFond, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Ruby Lagoda, Bachelor of Arts. Ruby L. McDonald, Associate in Arts, Associates with highest honors. Sarah L. Lamson, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Matthew Land, Bachelor of Arts. Tara Lang Jackson, Master of Arts. Katie Langer, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Anna Laura Cruz, Master of Arts. Catherine Laskowski, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Allison Taylor Lay, Master of Fine Arts. Chloe Lee, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Jeremy Michael Lee, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Shijin Lee, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Carrie Lemieux, Master of Arts. Sarah Lemke, Master of Education. Jordan Hadley Lena, Master of Arts. Jennifer Lynn Lennon, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Rhonda Hope Levian Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Emily Christine Lewis, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Lauren Lewis, Associate in Arts. Nicole Licardello, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Tolan Lichty, Bachelor of Arts. Megan Linnenberger, Master of Fine Arts. David James Linnenkamp, Associate in Arts, Associates with Honors. Adam Dennis Lashevsky, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Diane Michelle Littlejohn, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Gower Liu, Bachelor of Arts. Elizabeth Lou Ellen, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Morgan Page Lockey, Associate in Arts. Kelsey Lombard, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Amy Marie Long, Associate in Arts. Vanessa Maribel Lopez, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Joanna Rose Moan Louis San, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Tyler Lauer, Associate in Arts. Jen Loy, Bachelor of Arts. Joseph Santino Lufrano, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Denise Nunez Luna, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Mark Lundgren, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Peter J. Lucier, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Charles K. Lyles IV, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Joshua Lynch, Bachelor of Arts. Ryan Allen Mace, Master of Arts. Emily Megan, Master of Fine Arts. Kylie Victoria Kraft Mahoney, Bachelor of Arts. Evan Malcolm, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Jennifer Mallet, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Michael John Mandick Jr., Master of Arts. Gavorg Manu Kyan, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Manyi Jesse Mapati, Bachelor of Arts. Desiree Ashanti Marion, Master of Education. Tara K. Marquez, Master of Arts. Lawrence Kenneth Marsh, Bachelor of Arts. Anissa Renee Marshall Robinson, Associate in Arts. Eric Michael Lloyd Martin, Master of Education. Zachariah M. Martin, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Courtney Jill Martinez, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Mark Martinez, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Samuel Arnaldo Mata, Master of Arts. James Arthur Matthias, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Soraya Maddox, Master of Fine Arts. Meredith Jordan Morrow, Master of Fine Arts. Danielle Leeper Maxwell, Master of Education. Aaron Mayfair, Master of Arts. Jessica Mays, Associate in Arts, Associates with High Honors. Sharika Red Joy Maytabi, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Bridget Maza, Master of Education. Ashley A. C. McCallan, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Noah McBride, Bachelor of Arts. Mara McCarty, Master of Fine Arts. Charity McCormick, Associate in Arts. Bree-Ya Nicole Mucray, Master of Arts. Mark McDaniel, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Rinalda McDaniels, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Kiana Patricia Urbanski McDonald, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Christine C. McAvoy, Master of Arts. Allison H. McKenzie, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Tiffany McKenzie, Bachelor of Arts. Melanie McLeod, Master of Education. Tamara McMillan, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Rashonda Rochelle McNeilty, Associate in Arts. Candace Sanborn Medeiros, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Hannah Grace Medley, Associate in Arts. Savannah Melhoff, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Luis Melchor, Bachelor of Arts. Sydney Jean Melville, Master of Arts. Jenna Marie Mani, Bachelor of Arts. Kevin Joseph Mercer, Bachelor of Arts. Emma Merchant, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Rachel Lauren Marilat, Bachelor of Arts. Madison Marie Messina, Bachelor of Arts. Shiloh Lynn Marie Messler, Associate in Arts, Associates with High Honors. Jessie Ma T. Vier, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Carl Levon Middlebrooks, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Demetrius Roy Milanic, Bachelor of Arts. Maya Catherine Millhouse, Master of Arts. Brandy Miller, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Carrie Christina Miller, Bachelor of Arts. Erica Mills, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Wendy Josephine Wham Mills, Master of Arts. Aliyah Danielle Minor, Master of Arts. Donna Marie Miners, Bachelor of Arts. Marie Mitchell, Bachelor of Arts. Melissa Molina, Master of Arts. Michelle Lee Monaco, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Myra Monroy, Associate in Arts. Aaron Montez, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Tyler Memphis Montoya, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Ashley Moore, Bachelor of Arts. Haley Moore, Bachelor of Arts. Sarah K. Moore, Master of Arts. Helen Morgan Sanchez, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Sheena Morgan, Master of Arts. Tammy Morgan, Associate in Arts, Associates with High Honors. Darcy Lynn Morin, Master of Fine Arts. John Morris, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Kaylee Morris, Associate in Arts, Associates with High Honors. Tristan Morse, Bachelor of Arts. Kior Riandro Moses, Bachelor of Arts. Chastity Mori, Bachelor of Arts. Emmanuel Murray, Master of Arts. Stuart Ashby Marietta, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Sana Nasiri, Bachelor of Arts. Ja Ron Nathan, Bachelor of Arts. Elizabeth Amanda Joy Neely, Bachelor of Arts. Lorne William Neff, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Emily Page Newcomb, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Win Yet Win, Master of Arts. Ali Say Nick Ools, Master of Fine Arts. Kimberly Marie Nichols, Bachelor of Arts. Joshua James Nicholson, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Brandy Tion Nickerson, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Nicholas Matthew Nieblas, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Cassandra Nombre, Associate in Arts. Carolyn Nordstrom, Master of Fine Arts. Brooke Norris, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Sarah Maylene Nunez Elliott, Bachelor of Arts. Juan Roberto Nunez, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Nisa Nunez, Bachelor of Arts. Sandra Michelle Nunez, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Crystalline Nygaard, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Candy M. O'Reilly Schmidt, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Shelby Oberdorf, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Kelvin Craig Obioha, Master of Science. Varnado Oldham, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Haley Maxine Oliver, Bachelor of Arts. Koni Kaiselin Yamada Olapai, Associate in Arts. James Roy Olson, Associate in Arts, Associates with Honors. Virhenona TV Ya, Bachelor of Arts. Geraldine Ong, Bachelor of Arts. Christy Wanoha, Bachelor of Arts. Morgan Honorado, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. David E. A. Pa Fishas, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Johnny Orange III, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Mara Joseph Arengo Ortiz, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Kelly Orlando, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Christina Osborne, Bachelor of Arts. Justin Robert Assant, Master of Science. Alexandra Marie Otto, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Nina M. Overaker, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. David Owen, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Michaela Owens, Associate in Arts, Associates with Honors. Evie Al, Bachelor of Arts. Tatiana Luz Pagan Guerra, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Tammy Page, Bachelor of Arts. Vanessa Pansk, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Mark Anthony Papale Jr., Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Michael Parks, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Reuben Parks Jr., Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Pamela Arlene Payne, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Royal Charisse Peoples, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Paula N. Pellegrino, Master of Arts. Drew Pelicano, Associate in Arts, Associates with High Honors. Stephen Henry Pelzer, Master of Arts. Alisa Courtney Jurger Penn Durgrass, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Darian Perez, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Bria Pettyford, Master of Arts. Crystal Lynn Pettis, Associate in Arts, Associates with Highest Honors. Kaya Phelan, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Selena Diaz Phillips, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Alan Pierce, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Tommy Chandler Pierre, Master of Science. Marissa Palaci, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Brenna Pipe, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Crystal Pichon, Master of Fine Arts. Shakira Pittman, Associate in Arts. Rachel Plummer, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Torrance Pollard, Bachelor of Arts. Nathan Robert Ponchat, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Jennifer Poole, Associate in Arts, Associates with Highest Honors. Courtney Megan Porter, Master of Education. James Michael Porter Jr., Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Jaquan Postel, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Kat Potts, Bachelor of Arts. Veronica Pratcher, Bachelor of Arts. Marvin Preether, Bachelor of Arts. Lauren Elizabeth Price, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Amber Jordan Provenza, Associate in Arts, Associates with Highest Honors. Lindsay Elise Provost, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Delaney Pruitt, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Katie Nicole Pugliese, Master of Education. Christina Nicole Putnam, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Zina Karan, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Ashley Harper Quirk, Bachelor of Arts. Shannon Quist, Master of Education. Cynthia Rabago, Bachelor of Arts. Harley Jo Rachel, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Francis Raptopoulos, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Therasa Rashid, Bachelor of Arts. Abigail Ravenscraft, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Jessica D. Ray, Bachelor of Arts. Kimberly Ray, Master of Arts. Jane Reel, Bachelor of Arts. Shauna Redman, Master of Arts. Foster Lee Reese, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Christina J. Reedy, Bachelor of Arts. Gabriel Reese, Bachelor of Arts. Pamela A. Regulus, Master of Science. Devin L. Renee, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Benjamin Nathaniel Reynolds, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Alex Rizentez, Bachelor of Arts. Jamie Rochelle Rhodes, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Brendan Kyle Rhodes, Associate in Arts. Brianna Marilyn Rice, Bachelor of Arts. Tara Rochelle Riggins, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Brian J. Riho, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Ma Lee Arai Lee, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Patrick Allen Riley, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Keaton James Ritter, Master of Arts. Abigail L. Rivera, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Michelle Camille Roach, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Jason Roberts, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Catherine Roberts, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Tamika Robinson, Associate in Arts. Trevor Austin Robinson, Bachelor of Arts. Andrea Christine Rodarte, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Tommy Lee Rogers, Master of Arts. Brian Rodriguez, Master of Arts. Marissa Ann Rodriguez, Associate in Arts, Associates with Highest Honors. Marissa M. Rodriguez, Bachelor of Arts. Matthew Quicho Rodriguez, Associate in Arts, Associates with Highest Honors. Hannah Louise Rodriguez Poon, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Tiffany Joanne Rogers, Bachelor of Arts. Deborah Roldan, Bachelor of Arts. Tara Ali Roque, Associate in Arts, Associates with Highest Honors. Angela Rothmuller, Associate in Arts. Lindsay Rotnem, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Tim Rutledge, Associate in Arts. Adam Christopher Ruiz, Bachelor of Arts. Adam Ruiz, Bachelor of Arts. Genesis Ruiz, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Courtney Runnels, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Robert Zachary Rutledge, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Carrie Sablone, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Carrie Satcher, Associate in Arts. Brandon Martin Safford, Bachelor of Arts. Veronica Andrea Size, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Telos Saldana, Bachelor of Arts. Anna Saltzman, Master of Arts. Caitlin Elizabeth Samios, Master of Education. Irene Jesus Sanchez, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Linda Sirhan, Master of Arts. Karen Saul, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Andrew John Sawyer, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Julia M. Scheiderer, Master of Fine Arts. Hillary Nicole Schindler, Associate in Arts, Associates with Highest Honors. Jared Robert Schmer, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Count Joseph Schmidt, Bachelor of Arts. Stacy Schneider, Associate in Arts. William Schneider, Bachelor of Arts. Lana Roquette Schwartz, Associate in Arts. Associates with highest honors. Darnell Scott, Bachelor of Arts. Summa cum laude. Michaela Lynn Scott, Bachelor of Arts. Summa cum laude. Shahina Seabrooks, Bachelor of Arts. Lynn Sexton, Associate in Arts. Associates with highest honors. Cheyenne Champeau, Associate in Arts. Associates with high honors. Annie Shaner, Associate in Arts. Jennifer Shank, Master of Science. Carmen Sharp, Bachelor of Arts. Rachel Lee Shashu Ness, Master of Arts. Kirsten Sheen, Master of Arts. Chelsea Shell Drew, Bachelor of Arts. Angelina Shepard, Master of Arts. Serena Nicole Sherrill, Associate in Arts. Associates with highest honors. Kayla Shields, Master of Arts. Kelly Shire, Bachelor of Arts. Summa cum laude. Sherry Gale Shonk, Bachelor of Arts. Magna cum laude. Robert W. Silver Jr., Bachelor of Arts. Summa cum laude. Samantha Simar, Master of Fine Arts. Kamina D. Simmons, Bachelor of Arts. Nicole Elizabeth Simons, Associate in Arts. Associates with highest honors. Remington Tanya Moore Skinner, Bachelor of Arts. Summa cum laude. Timothy Jamal Sladden, Bachelor of Arts. Summa cum laude. Rachel Small, Associate in Arts. Associates with honors. Pamela Chantel Smart, Bachelor of Arts. Brittany Smerud, Master of Arts. Ashley Smith, Bachelor of Arts. Ashley Nicole Smith, Bachelor of Arts. Summa cum laude. Ashley Nicole Smith, Bachelor of Arts. Chelsea I. Smith, Bachelor of Arts. Harley Caitlin Smith, Bachelor of Arts. Summa cum laude. Kayla Smith, Master of Education. Madeline Grace Smith, Associate in Arts. Mark Anthony Smith, Master of Arts. Megan Smith, Associate in Arts. Ray Kell Smith, Master of Arts. Tom Mira Smith, Associate in Arts. Associates with honors. Sarah Rose Snow, Bachelor of Arts. Summa cum laude. Heather Snyder, Associate in Arts. Tom Summers Jr., Associate in Arts. Sabrina Sovokul, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Monica Reed Spence, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Terrell Jethro, Associate in Arts, Associates with Honors. Erica Spradling, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Nicholas Sprecher, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Nicole M. St. Clair, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Rachel St. Louis, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Bradwick Darren Staggs, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Stephen Timothy Stalkup, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Amy M. Starkey, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Kenna Steele, Associate in Arts, Associates with Highest Honors. Cameron Steinhoff, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Brittany Leanne Stevens, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Daniel Stevens, Master of Fine Arts. Aaron Stevens, Associate in Arts, Associates with High Honors. Jeremy Stevens, Associate in Arts, Associates with Highest Honors. Abigail May Stewart, Master of Arts. Gary Kyle Brannon Stewart, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Shelby Renee Stickle, Bachelor of Arts. Emily Stobbs, Master of Education. Davon M. Story, Bachelor of Arts. Trey Stouter, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Kyle Stover, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Mackenzie Autumn Strang, Bachelor of Arts. Cedric D. Strotter Jr., Bachelor of Arts. Savannah Joy Strebeck, Master of Arts. Audrey Marie Strength Watson, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Corey Stringfellow, Associate in Arts, Associates with Honors. Robert Allen Stull, Bachelor of Arts. Angelica Nicole Sumter, Bachelor of Arts. Tumsir Sung, Master of Science. Ruth Elisa Sutton, Associate in Arts, Associates with High Honors. Kelsey Swearinga, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Wendy L. Swisher, Master of Arts. Jonathan Takela, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Olivia Tack, Bachelor of Arts. Lisette Tamayo, Associate in Arts, Associates with Highest Honors. Zophia Tanner, Bachelor of Arts. Joshua Tate, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Crystal Tate, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Eva L. Taylor, Bachelor of Arts. Katrina Taylor, Bachelor of Arts. Ronald Taylor, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Carl James Teague, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Brittany Tedford, Master of Arts. Emily Tepler, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Kylie T. Vald, Master of Arts. John R. Thayer, Master of Arts. Caitlin Thomas, Master of Arts. John W. Thomas, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Natalie Monique Thomas, Master of Arts. Paige Thomas, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Sade Latoya Tina Thomas, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Kiana Thompson, Master of Arts. Stanley Wright Thornton, Master of Arts. Christopher Dean Thrailkill, Bachelor of Arts. Beverly Tipton, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Horita Kiss, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Rachel Lynn Todd, Master of Education. Laura Lee Torres, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Maritza E. Torres, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Tammy Tout, Associate in Arts. Chelsea Lynn Tramail, Associate in Arts, Associates with High Honors. Kate Lynn Troxel, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Associate in Arts, Associates with Highest Honors. Caitlin Alice Tubbs, Master of Arts. Robin Tuberosa, Associate in Arts. Chloe Tuckness, Bachelor of Arts. Erin Joyce Turner, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Thomas Patrick Tyree, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Cheyenne Unger, Bachelor of Arts. Samuel Valente, Bachelor of Arts. Joanna Van Den Ordell, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Jasmine Van Horn, Associate in Arts. Brenda Vaughn, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Ashley Vaughn, Associate in Arts. Alejandro Velez, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Jacqueline Verno, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Bethany Vidde Toe, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Rachel V. Haro, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Annabelle V. Lobos, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Kristen Fern Vireal, Associate in Arts, Associates with Honors. Nicole Victoria Vining, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Jasmine Marie Von Tour, Bachelor of Arts. Charity Wacker, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Richard J. Walquist, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Alexandra Jo Wald Vogel, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Stephen Lawrence Walker, Associate in Arts. Patricia Wallace, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Zoe Carol Walsh, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Linda Claire Walters, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Julia Susan Waples, Associate in Arts, Associates with Honors. Angela Ward, Bachelor of Arts. Robin Marie Warner, Bachelor of Arts. Alger Warren, Bachelor of Arts. Samantha Ray Wasoff, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Kirby Ray Wasco, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Nicole Michelle Washington, Bachelor of Arts. Joshua Watkins, Bachelor of Arts. Timothy Watson, Bachelor of Arts. Reed Watts, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Alicia Weber, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Ashley Ann Webster, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Kyle Weeks, Bachelor of Arts. Bianca Wells, Master of Arts. Amanda Michelle West, Master of Education. Colette Janae Newton Whip, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. David Bronsley White Sr., Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Natalie White, Master of Education. Shauna Preston Back White, Master of Arts. William J. White Jr., Master of Education. Rachel Robin Whited, Bachelor of Arts. Aaron Whiteman, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Shelby Whitlock, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Jessica Wiley, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Sarah Lynette Wilkins, Bachelor of Arts. Aiden Allison McCoy Williams, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Ashley Nicole Williams, Bachelor of Arts. Curtis F. Williams Jr., Associate in Arts. Junella K. Anastasia Williams, Bachelor of Arts. Melissa Gonzalez Williams, Bachelor of Arts. Rebecca Sue Williams, Associate in Arts, Associates with High Honors. Samantha Williams, Bachelor of Arts. Victoria Padilla Williamson, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Cinda Marie Willis, Associate in Arts. Adam J. Wilson, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Carrie Lynn Wilson, Bachelor of Arts. Sade Jane Rochelle Wilson, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Sarah Nicole Wingo, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Catherine Wallen, Bachelor of Arts. Matthew Wong, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Michaela Woods, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Ariana Wright, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Gladys Louise Wright, Associate in Arts. Lisa Wright, Associate in Arts. Rachel Wright, Master of Arts. Jacob Michael David Wolf, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Daryl Wyatt, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Terrence Weich, Associate in Arts, Associates with High Honors. Holly Ann Wyckoff, Associate in Arts. Carly Malden Yeager, Master of Arts. Tenzin Yuong, Bachelor of Arts. Kate Yonce, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Joel Young, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Maurice Young, Associate in Arts. Sarah Ann Young, Associate in Arts. Taylor Young, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Brandon Youngberg, Master of Arts. Monica Younger, Associate in Arts, Associates with Highest Honors. Gloria Delisauguier, Master of Arts. Sterling Size, Bachelor of Arts. Kyla Trice Zabala, Master of Arts.
It's now my pleasure to introduce our Alumni Board Vice President, Gloria Lee. Gloria, please come to the podium.
Love it. Hello. Congratulations to our newest graduates of Southern New Hampshire University. On behalf of the Alumni Board of Directors, I am honored to officially welcome you to the SNHU Alumni Association. Today, more than 250,000 SNHU alumni from around the world congratulate you on your success and hope you will become an active part of the SNHU alumni community. So as you continue to celebrate your achievements, remember there may be another SNHU graduate at your workplace or living right next door to you. Seek out and lean in to your vast alumni network. Congratulations and good luck on your next chapter. We cannot wait to see what you'll accomplish next. Congratulations.
So now it's time for a really important ritual in higher education. It's the turning of your tassel. When you earn your associate's or your bachelor's degrees, you move your tassel from the right side of your cap to the left side of your cap. I'll ask now for all of our associates or bachelor's degrees graduates to please stand to participate in this ceremony. Are you ready, graduates? 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, graduates! Please join me in thanking members of the New Hampshire Pipes and Drums for playing during this afternoon's commencement exercise. Our recessional will begin with the call of the bagpipers, followed by our platform party, our faculty, and then the graduates. Thank you and congratulations to the SNHU class of 2024.